Hey, here we are. Welcome to our Tuesday night corporate call. Dan Maltese will be hosting most of the call. CEO of Xcelerate. He's over, isn't it different than for some of you guys a little older on this call? Chris Bush would know this. I began my career. I'm sure Dan began his career belly to belly, toe to toe with a flip chart at somebody's kitchen table, building towards a once a week hotel meeting in whatever city you were doing that in. And here we are now. Dan's over there in Ocala, Florida, head office for Xcelerate. I'm over here in the Philippines in the southwest corner. And I know there are people on this call like Johnny Gonzalez. Welcome, just brand new on this call. By the way, Johnny, I nearly ended up living in Dominican Republic. I built a house down there. So welcome to the call. Just sent you a website to use to build your business. But we got people from all over the world here. Nirvana, welcome to the call again, second week. Very great gal. So I just want to share with you, we have an opportunity here where there are no boundaries today. We have an opportunity where there are no boundaries in whatever products that you want, better products for less. You can open the door with go further for less, save money on fuel, what everybody does. But, I was motivated the other day, and Dan probably sees this. I had a double order of Lose It, weight loss, and a Super Go Joe coffee. Why was that? Because my kids filmed me mowing lawn, and I was like, good God, 65, and my belly was hanging over the top of my board shorts. So, what's my point there? We can order any product we want, better quality for less, and ship anywhere in the world. That is something. What an opportunity. And you can build this through the internet, and you can also build it personally. That's really important when you're building a business. Build it personally, yes, talking to people like Eddie does, face-to-face at truck stops and things like that. But you can build it personally on the internet by connecting with the people as they come into your team. People join businesses not because of products, it's because they like and trust you and they want to solve a problem. That's why they get involved. For the business builders, right? We got a great customer base, but for business builders, like and trust. And you can do that through the internet, and all it requires is reaching out. Now, once you've done that, the people are connected. And once they're connected, they stay. And, I'll give you an example of this. I just got an email, Teeny. Welcome to the call. You're on the call. I got your email here. Brand new spanking gal coming in through one of their leaders that gets all the recognition. And, thank you for helping my marketing funnel page. They're amazing, very powerful. Can't wait to use the products. Create my testimony. I'll just say the word LG. I won't say the company. And although it's kind of the same model, it's nothing that compares with the Xcelerate model. So thankful for Juanita. Don't give up on me. And I was blown away by the series of videos. You see, get plugged in with your team. We have a YouTube channel, and you get that one site that has those 8-9 videos. I was blown away and made my decision to leave LG and join Xcelerate. If you guys knew how many of these emails and messages I'm getting, this team's on fire. I've been flat out like a lizard in the sun the last few days, helping everybody to getting started, and you got the greatest opportunity. So as you listen to Dan, pay attention, but I want you to keep one thing in your back of your mind. I want you to think of what you want to fix in your life. You're able to fix some things, and there'll be two things I want you to think about. What you want to fix with the product. Is it saving money on fuel? It could be more than one. It'd be being, I want to have healthy coffee and not have that one coffee and then crash 1 hour later. I want to lose weight. I want to solve my leaky gut. And I want you to think about the other thing, that thing that hurts you. It's something inside. It may, it's usually the root cause is money, but it's not just, I want a big fat check. Be specific what it is you want to solve, and then put that out there. Don't be vague. Concentrate on that every day and work towards it every day. When you feel like, I don't want to take this call, or I'm too tired to get on the Zoom, or I don't want to send off some more emails, think about what Xcelerate is doing for you. It's solving your problem and going to allow you to accelerate your lifestyle. And all that's come about because of you as a team, and it's exploding, and the vision, the tenacity to stay the course of Dan Maltese, our CEO, an owner of Xcelerate. Nobody else is. Only Dan is the owner. And we have a great opportunity on a Tuesday night. There's always some golden nuggets in what he has to say to us. So thanks, Dan.
Hey, I appreciate it, Malcolm. Yeah, I mean, this is really, truly amazing because as Malcolm was talking back in the day, we had belly-to-belly marketing. We talked with our neighbors. We were limited to our reach. We were limited to the size of the net we could cast. Although we may have had the best products and the best company and the best compensation plan back in the day, to be able to market through fax machines and $1,500 long distance phone calls. I mean, it really took some persistence and some energy to be able to build businesses, but it was done. And so with the invent of the internet and having a Zoom like this tonight, where we have people literally all over the world tuning in, watching the recorded calls, being able to market from their living rooms. This is we're coming out with a 3-minute teaser video that's going to be out in the next couple of weeks. And in it, it's basically a video that you're going to be able to send somebody, 3-minute quick little overview talking about something that Malcolm just mentioned. You know, what is it that you want in your life? What are you looking for? Are you looking for time freedom? Are you looking for financial freedom? What is your why? And one of the things that you're going to notice is you're going to notice the same people over and over, for the most part, being recognized for advancing in ranks, for progress, for building a team, because their why, from talking with many of them, is huge. Right. So when we come across these obstacles, as Malcolm said, we don't feel like getting on this. I didn't sleep at all last night. I literally have 0 sleep, up at 6 something this morning, hit the gym. You know, trust me, I did not feel like getting on this Zoom tonight, but I absolutely have the energy and the fire to recognize these people that are building this business to help us, to help all of us move to the next level. But it takes that strong why. Why are you doing this? Why did you join in the very beginning? And if that why is not so much bigger than those obstacles we all are going to have in our lives, whether you're the company owner, whether you're a distributor, whether you're a customer, you know, we all have that. We all have to have that strong why, or that any little bump in the road is going to throw us off course. So we're going to get into some recognition here. I know I'm kind of rambling, but super excited about you know, recognize and congratulating these folks, because as we say every Tuesday, every week, you're gonna notice the same people popping up every week, every couple weeks, every few weeks, every month. The same people driving their teams because they're leading by example, right? It's not there's a difference between the reason why we don't call it top 3 recruiters and we call them top 3 sponsors, because what is a sponsor? You look at a sponsor as a nurturer, somebody that leads by example. I see a recruiter and I hear that name and I instantly think about, what do we call them? Orphans, right? Because back in the day, we called them orphans when you had recruiters, people that went in and just recruited, and everyone fell through the cracks because there was no nurturing, there was no support, there was no leading by example. They may have been the top of the recruitment board, but as far as their attrition, meaning people that kept dropping out because they had no guidance, they were high on that board as well. These are sponsors because you'll notice that their team is coming up with them. And a lot of these people that are going to be recognized, they're actually on the same team or in the same lineage, because it is led by the top down. And we're really excited. Joe Navarro, and you're going to see him, saw him last week on here, Juanita Shepard, Tony Berry. Since Tony, the first day, practically Tony got in, you know, I knew his name, because he was instantly you know, taking action. He instantly was sponsoring people. I noticed all the activity in his group, and so I'm really excited to see him on the leaderboard this week. And Joe Navarro, Juanita Shepard, last week, they're same one. They were the top 3, I believe, or the top 4 last week as well. So these top 3 sponsors, congratulations, you guys. Really proud of you guys, excited, and thank you. Ranking up this week, Senior Director, Tony Berry. Notice the same names. We're going to keep bouncing back and forth here. Tony Berry hit Senior Director. It wasn't this week. I believe it was a couple weeks ago, actually, that he hit Senior Director. So congratulations to him. And again, correlation between top sponsors and rank advancements with Joe Navarro. Last week, we congratulated Joe as being the top of the leaderboard or one of the top three. Also hit the rank of Senior Director. This week, we're congratulating for hitting Executive Director. So congratulations, Joe. Really excited to have you on board. And again, anything that we can do to help you and your team, just let us know. We're here for you 100%. You know, this business, Malcolm always talks about, you know, me being the visionary and me building the company, and it couldn't be further from the truth. You know, this company would not exist. We're a year old. Last week was the first week we started shipping out product. 90% of all businesses, whether it's network marketing, brick and mortar businesses, wither on the vine in the first 12 months. All right. We had our first anniversary last week as far as the first product that we shipped out the door. We've been profitable since day one. We're a debt-free company. Really, really excited. We have right now, I believe, 23.7% growth so far in the first 13 days of June. So we're even further ahead from last month. And last month we were 20 some odd percent growth for that month. It's not breaking records. We're not hundreds of percent growth, but we don't want to be. This platform was not meant to be. You want to hear another great statistic, and I'll bet you these other companies can't even touch it, is that more than 50% of our revenue in last month and this month came from product purchases, not subscriptions. So what does that mean? That means that people are treating this like a true business with legs, meaning that these products have legs, they're efficacious. People are purchasing the products even though they don't have to. It's not a requirement to purchase additional products in order to rank, in order to earn commissions, yet they're doing it anyway. Why? Because Malcolm talked about it and hit it right on the head. We solve a problem. We solve my problem, your problem, everyone that we talk to. We have a product, or we will have a product that solves a problem. Whether it's weight loss, whether it's healthy coffee, maybe just trading brands. Look, these product pricing that we have, it was built in on purpose. These are prices that compete with Amazon and Walmart. We're not selling $50 bags of coffee. We're not selling, $32 for a bottle of a weight loss product or a lose it product. We could do it. If we didn't have this business model, we'd be forced to do it like other companies. But because we have a membership model, we're able to make these products at the absolute bottom price as we possibly can, and still obviously be profitable and not go out of business. I'm going to show you a slide here in a minute that's going to be extremely impressive, and most of you won't believe it, but it is the God's honest truth. And this is one of the things that sets us apart from every other company. So my point is that more than 50% of the company's revenue from last month and so far this month have come from product purchases, not subscriptions, meaning not new people coming in. It's the old, we have, all these people coming in as free members and subscription members, and we're making money off of the subscriptions, but products, nobody's focused on the products because it's a money game. Right? That's not the case with our company. Our customers are purchasing products, but our members are purchasing products as well. So I'm really proud of that. I'm excited about this. That 20 some odd percent growth is not, like I said, breaking records, but it just goes to show if we're 23% or 27% last month, we're 23.7% or whatever it is this month so far. Next month, we're another 20-30%. Guys, we're going to be growing by hundreds of percent a year. That is really incredible for a business. That means if you keep on pace with the leaders in the company, your business will also grow by these types of numbers as well. So we're really excited. Congratulations again. Again, I know I'm rambling a little bit, but some pretty interesting statistics. I want you guys to take in this this slide right here. This is literally a cutout of the admin panel in the company's corporate side. This is the payout percentage so far in 13 days of June, 78.83% payout to the field. There's 1.17% breakage so far this month. Do you know how unheard of that is in this company? The average payout in this entire industry, no matter what number they spew out in their marketing, is 37 point some odd percent. That's the average over 50 some odd years of statistics from companies like InfoTrax that run these simulators, and they have statistics from hundreds, if not thousands of companies over the decades. 37 point some odd percent is the average payout. Even if they say 80%, 50%, we pay out 60% with breakage, with the lack of compression. Their average is about 37 point something percent. Our real payout, not based off theory, is 78.83% in the first 13 days of June.
Can I jump in for a sec there?
Absolutely.
This shows the power of our pay plan, and it also shows the heart of Dan, that we created a pay plan like this. We have an 80% payout, right? 50% upfront on the personal person with some of the part of it, right? Your retail and or your fast start, and then 30% always on top of that, or in the matrix, 80% payout. So that's a 1.2% break, not quite. You can see at the top, 1.17% breakage. That means there's no break really that. Where would that breakage come from, Dan? That would only be the people not qualified to earn the full 10 levels deep. And you begin at
well, actually, because we have dynamic compression, all commissions get paid out. The only way that we have that 1.17% is from people at the very, very top, where you actually run out of people before it bumps into corporate. So for example, you're the master distributor, you're on the front level of the company. Anything that you do basically would be breakage back to the company. And that's part of that 1.17%. So anyone that you sponsor would be on second level. So you can't pay out a full the 10 levels. It has some part has to go back to the company. There's just not enough people. So that is inclusive of that 1.17%. But this company, I mean,
truth. What you're seeing here is the truth, that you have a real company with a pay plan that actually pay. And think about this, folks, it's an 80% payout. So you have a long-term life here with Xcelerate, that over time, if you just think about how this company is expanding, that you'll have a steady, solid income to solve your problems for the rest of your life, as long as you stay focused with what we have here.
Yeah, this is really what sets us apart, is that not only do we have a member-based subscription model, our prices are competitive, if not lower, than Amazon, Walmart, all of your large brand stores. They're higher quality products. They're efficacious based off of science. This isn't formulated by some guy with a bathtub, just coming up with cheap Chinese, the not quality controlled products. We are a FDA registered facility now. Xcelerate is. So this is something that we take pride in. And so our product, this sets us apart. And then the other part that sets us apart from everyone else is that we have right now nearly 80% payout. No other company in the network marketing industry could survive on these types of numbers. No one. And so a lot of you guys that are experienced in the industry, I know a lot of you are probably shaking your head saying, no, it's not possible. It absolutely is possible. And the reason why it's possible is because when we started this company, we started it from the end in mind. We've been doing this for 30 something years. This isn't our first rodeo. I've been a top 1% earner in the entire industry. I've been a top 1% loser in this entire industry. I've been an investor in companies. I've been in the executive team of companies. I've been the master distributor of companies. So I do understand what type of money is wasted on the executive side of the aisle. People, companies with 50,000 square foot office buildings, so they can say that, hey, we're on the, top floor of the Burj Khalifa, a building in Dubai where, we have everyone's driving BMWs. We're renting out spending $1 million on an event here. That's all well and good, but the reality is all of that money, in my opinion, could go back into the field where it counts, because this is not about the big money. This is about, not Malcolm walking across the stage with the big refrigerator size check, and it's always about Malcolm, it's always about Tony, it's always about Danny. This is not what this company was built at. We want to help everyone create that important money, that life-changing money that pays the mortgage, that brings a spouse home from a third job, that helps you bring your kids home from daycare, where one of the parents can stay home and watch the kids and be more of a parent, to be able to buy back your life, to own a little bit more of your life and stop trading everything for your hours, your life, your time away from your family and friends for dollars, right? That's what this network marketing is all about, creating residual income. It often promises a lot and it usually never delivers because of the same business model being forced down people's throats for the last 70 years. And hopefully we're breaking this model over the course of time. I know companies are going to start switching to this type of business model because they're forced to, with regulatory bodies around the world clamping down on network marketing and front end loading, and most of the products being forced because of commission requirements. We have no OV, we have no CV, BV, GB. There's no leg splitting. There's none of the crap that goes on in network marketing for the most part in this compensation plan. So this compensation plan, I would say, does set us apart from everyone else. No matter if we look similar to another company, no one pays out even close, I would say even half of this in most other companies. So we're really excited about this, guys. We've got a lot of excitement going on right now. Summer, usually June, July, August, most of September, at least the first half of September, are usually the slowest months in network marketing. People are enjoying their lives. People are out on vacation until kids go back to school. Then it starts picking up again. For us to increase and actually we're at 23.7% now in the first 13 days. We're certainly going to be hitting 30-40% growth by the end of the month in June. So that's unheard of already. So very excited about that. Congratulations to everyone. We talked about the new website coming out here. We're rebranding the shopXcelerate. That is going to be coming out here in the next few days. We are going to also translate or have a translatability for Spanish. For everyone in Puerto Rico or as marketing in the Spanish speaking markets. So that's pretty exciting. Lose It is being shipped, as Malcolm said. He ordered some. I've been using the product for longer than anyone. My wife is using the product. And this stuff really works. It's based off of a couple key ingredients that you guys will see, and we'll hear some testimonials as products get into people's hands. But really proud of this product and excited about it. Collagen and Ruby Resh. I'm going to say tomorrow, both of these will be available in your back office and in the front end. So you'll be able to order both of these products here tomorrow. And then we are working on, and I want to give anybody too excited about it, but I do want to give this even before we have slides and we have any renderings of the product. But we are working on a skincare line right now with a skincare company. We've been doing this for quite some time now, but we're about ready to start with creating the labels and getting that ready. So I know this is a huge market for men and women now. Skin conditioning, there, I think it's a 4 or 5 products in a package and in individual. There's a cleanser, actually a couple cleansers, a toner, 2 serums, a day and a night serum, and moisturizer, and I think a spritz. Like a face or body spritz. There's a couple of those. So really excited about that. I mean, already this formula is being used in the market in some high-end skincare lines, and super reviews. And this is really excited about having something that wasn't just created now, wasn't just created in cooperation with the skincare company is brand new. This literally has tens of thousands of positive 5-star reviews from really high-end $80, $90, $100, $200 products that this formula is actually bottled in. So we're really excited about that. That is going to, again, cast a wide net. The whole point, or one of the major points of, or the objections, not objections, the targets is to create enough product to really get anyone who's purchasing products at all excited, whether it's pet care, whether it's home care, whether it's skin care, whether it's supplements, coffees, teas, and services like travel and insurance and things like that, roadside assistance. These are all things we're working on behind the scenes so that when you are a member of Xcelerate in your back office, you're going to be able to learn included in your subscription that you're already paying. For the most part, there may be some things like insurance, obviously, that are going to cost more, or if you book travel, but the service itself and the discounts and stuff will be included, where you're going to be able to go in your back office and learn how to manage your money. Because again, it's not just about making money, it's about keeping your money. It's about taking that money and multiplying your money. You're going to learn about maybe credit repair. You're going to learn about different types of insurances. You're going to have products in the skincare and the pet care line, the home care, maybe lawn care down the road, who knows? But the point is, we're going to be able to have a community in a platform where you're going to be able to introduce somebody to Xcelerate, either as a member or as a customer. The difference being, one just exclusively wants to purchase products at a 30 to 70% discount. And two, as a member, they also want to learn how to get their products for free and maybe earn some part-time or maybe full-time income helping other people save money. And so our idea in the way things are moving, and we're really excited about the progress, is that when we introduce somebody to Xcelerate, they can find a product or a service that they're going to get excited about. And even better, we're going to put a better product into, and we're most likely going to save them money, unless they're buying, let's say, bottom of the shelf, tablet form vitamins from Walmart that, literally are the bottom of the barrel, and no real doctor would ever say that these are something that are effective. They literally go into your system and out the other end. So unless they're purchasing those types of products, we might not be able to beat those product prices. But for the most part, we're competitive, higher quality products, and we're going to have such a product variation that we're going to be able to hit almost every need over the course of time. I've been involved with companies that started with one product, 12 products, and now over the course of the years, they're in thousands of products. Just look at Amway as an example, Melaleuca, Herbalife, Shackley, New Skin, all of these legacy companies out there. They started with a product or a line of products, and now they literally have thousands and thousands. Melaleuca just got into meat, into steak. Amway's in automotive tires. You can literally buy a vehicle, a car, through Amway right now. So this is where, I'm not saying that's where we're headed, but the idea of having products that you can shop, just switch where you're shopping, this is where Xcelerate is going. And this is the whole idea. And we started with one product. For you folks that have just joined us, we started with one product a year ago, and that was our Fuel Tabs product. It was our number one selling product until we introduced coffee. Coffee is now our number one selling product. But for almost a year, for good 8 months, we only had one product, at least 7 months. We only had one product. And so now we're moving into coffee, into skincare, into the products you see tonight. We just introduced weight loss, and we have several automotive products like our Titan products and our Hydro X products. So I know I'm rambling, but you should be excited about the potential here, because this is not like another company. This is not like another one of those things. This is not another fad. This is not another shiny object. This is something where we're putting all of the money that the company can possibly put into a compensation plan, and we're putting it into the field, because we know that if you're making money, if you're taking care of your problems that you have, whether it's financial freedom problems, Malcolm mentioned that it's not about money, and it's not on my end, not on your end. It's really about what we can do with that money, right? What problems does that money solve? Whether, I remember back in the day, my kids never went to daycare. I was very fortunate. I was retired for a number of years thanks to network marketing and residual income. But I remember, back in the day, those problems before that were, simple problems like car payments, right? Where like I couldn't come up, the whole cliche about getting change out of your seat cushions. We've all, or the majority of us, have experienced something like that, where even an extra $100, $200, $300, $500 a month, let alone $500, $1,000 a week, could solve a lot of headaches and help us sleep better and lower the stress, and we age less, and there's less disease, and have better gut health just from having that leeway, that cushion of months between money. Right? We have, most of the people, as they say, have too much month at the end of the money. We're trying to put as much money into the field as we can to put more money than you have month. And so for those of you guys that are new, for those of you that are maybe struggling, for those of you that are wondering what to do, that are kind of sitting in the back, I remember many times where I was put myself purposely in the back of the room, so I wasn't picked on or picked out or pointed to or felt uncomfortable, because I always felt like an outsider looking in. I felt like they all knew something that I didn't know, right? They all had more experience or knew more people than I knew. I know they can walk across the stage, they can rank up, they can be on the leaderboard because they have something that I don't have. Well, if you talk to all of those people that are on the leaderboard, you talk to these people that are ranking up, I promise you they're going to tell you the same thing that I was privy to, is that they don't have anything that you don't have, right? It's a matter of being active. It's a matter of being consistent. It's a matter of not keeping your business a secret. I mean, this is really the key to everything. The people that show up the most will win the most, right? I put a post up on my personal page today talking about 8% of people actually fulfill their New Year's resolution. 90% of podcasts don't last it past 3 episodes, meaning people give up. There's really no competition out there if you are persistent and consistent. And I think if you talk to these people that are making in this company, that are building a team, that are constantly being on the leaderboards, constantly ranking up, they're going to tell you the same thing. What is your secret? I'm just showing up. I'm just not keeping my business a secret. I'm inviting people to the Thursday Opportunities Zooms. I'm inviting people to go take a look at my video, going to take a look at my landing page. I'm introducing people to my low-hanging fruit, meaning my warm market, to the company. It's those people that I feel, because I've been in this position before myself when I was inexperienced, is that we tend to lack confidence, right? We lack confidence in what our ability and potential is. We lack confidence in maybe our skills. We lack confidence in maybe the people that the number of people that we perceive that we know. When the internet and the world is at our fingertips, with you not having to know anything about social media marketing, just by simply posting, taking what we have. As a matter of fact, we'll just go to that slide. We just introduced a bunch of new graphics. You guys can pick those up on the Facebook page, and I think they're in your back office in the resource centers. I'm just posting something like this. I get paid to invite people to watch this presentation every week, work when I want, where I want, with who I want, and I still get paid every Friday. These things pique interest. We didn't put the company name on it. We want people to ask questions. What is this all about? What are you into? What are you doing? How can I get involved? That's all people need to do on a consistent basis. And I guarantee for the people that are struggling, if we went to your Facebook page and social media page, you probably are not posting consistently, not every day, but you're keeping your business a secret. And that is really what we have found, where we get emails of people looking for advice and people that are looking for, more maybe social media marketing training, which will be coming out here soon. They're keeping their business a secret. I'm getting ready to get ready. Well, I'm trying to do this. I'm putting up this ad, or I'm creating this postcard, or I'm whatever it is. They're getting ready to get ready instead of just pulling the trigger and start letting people know what you're doing. People out there want to lose weight. We have a weight loss product. People have acid reflux because of coffee. People have the jitters, they crash at 2 o'clock after they have coffee at 9. Our product doesn't do that, our coffee. So people drink coffee. Billions of people drink coffee. Now we have that product. People want to save money on fuel. We have that product as well. We've got so many products right now that people can use immediately if you just introduce them to your business. So I know I'm kind of rambling here. I want to see what else I have. These are just some of the other products we have. We will be redoing Grab the Tab and Go 20X here. That's in the works. We do have a new ad coming out here. This is the old sponsored ad. One of the things that we're doing as well is this part of the breakage going into the company, some of the profits going into the company, we're taking those and we're putting them into ads. They're not co-op ads where you have to pay for it. We're not selling leads. We're not asking you to contribute anything to the ad campaign. But what's going to happen, and what has been happening, is that customers that come in that purchase product, 80% of that goes into the matrix. And so this will eventually fall into some of your groups. Some of these people may become members or affiliates. They just may purchase product on a retail basis. 80% of that volume in activity goes into the matrix. And so we're really excited about being different about that. And that is all I have. So Malcolm, do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, sure. The average person feels uncomfortable. As humans, we avoid what makes us uncomfortable. That's natural. We avoid it. And most people don't want to talk about it. Dan mentioned, oh, we're moving into the slower months. No, we aren't. We're really not. We're moving into the bigger growth months because as summer is arriving, or already has in some places, you're out and about, you're around people. And Dan knows this guy, Mark J, way back in the day. He even did a training for us, which is in your back offices, I believe, and it's on the corporate pages. And I was in Maui at an event. Mark came to that event, not in our company, and we're having coffee, and there was somebody else with us there. And he said, and this is what I want you to know something. You know what you know. How many of you know a secret about somebody or a rumor, and you can't help but go, you know what I know, right? When you're with your mate, hey, you know what I heard? Well, you have that. You know what you know? You know what you know? You're able to save people money. That's it. That's all you got to do. You don't have to talk about, I got a business, I'm going to make money. You open a conversation. So whatever they're doing, they're having a coffee with you. You can say, hey, I can save you money on coffee, or I am saving money on coffee. Mark said in this conversation, we were chatting about something else, and there was a new Mustang convertible out front that I'd hired, and he was chatting about that, and he was going to get the sugar, and he said, I paid a year of my cell phone yesterday. Can you pass me the sugar, Dave? The guy that was with us was Dave. And after that meeting in the car park, Dave went up to Mark and said, what was that you said? How'd you pay a year of your cell phone? He just dropped a little bomb. You know what you know. Someone's having a coffee, you can say to him, hey, I'm drinking healthy coffee, or I'm saving money on coffee, or you're at a gas station, or you're talking to your mate at a football game, whatever it is, whatever they're doing, you just drop that little thing. They will ask you. Don't go, I've got a business, I'm going to sell, I'm doing all it, whatever it is. You want to save money on veggies? I'm going, what? Yeah, we have a package. It's called Super Greens and Ruby Rush, and you get the best vegetables and the best high quality antioxidant food for far less money. They'll ask you, what is it? Don't try and sell them. They'll ask you, what is it? Once they ask what it is, now it's not sales anymore. They gave you permission. Now you can kind of go into just a little bit of presentation mode. So that's what you have in our model, that things that people buy, like Dan says, each and every single day, you can get better quality now for less money. That's exactly what you want to say. Hey, I got something better for less. Don't want to know.
One of the things that really, if I was to start over all over again and I was a distributor And I found a company that I was passionate about. I found a management team that I had confidence in, and I love the compensation plan. The average person could win with it. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be something that the average person, if I felt passion and fire for that company, I'm going to tell you the first thing that I would do, and I promise you, I could build a 6-figure business in network marketing in Amway, in Shackley. And if I felt passion, I don't, but if I did, I could build a 6-figure income in 6 or 7 months, starting from scratch and not talking to any warm market people, meaning not my friends and family, not starting out with a group that I'm moving from one company to another company. And as Malcolm talked about, one of the biggest skills you need is the invite skill, right? How to invite people without saying too much, right? Without giving them the elevator speech, without giving them the entire presentation of everything in 30 seconds, people just will glaze over and it won't work. But if you learn how to invite, and the other thing that I would do is I would exclusively, at least for a period of time, talk to network marketers. I would talk to other network marketers. I'm not talking about going to poach other distributors from other companies, but we're all on this Zoom. That means we're all online, which means we're probably all on Facebook. We're all on Instagram. There are literally millions and millions of people around the world that are involved in direct sales and network marketing to one level or another, meaning the semi-interested, the sit back in the back of the room, the high level, multi 1% earners in the companies, millions of them out there. You have the opportunity. Why do I say that? I say that because there's very little education process to start off with. They already understand what residual income is. They already understand what a compensation plan is. They already understand what type of products are already in the market in our industry. They already get it, and which means they're going to get why we're different. They're going to get why our product, our weight loss product, Lose It, is $14. Go show me that in network marketing. $14 for a high-end, effective, efficacious weight loss product. They're going to understand the value. They're going to understand the compensation plan, paying out 80%. They're going to understand all of that. You don't need to educate them. So these are, I wouldn't say just that's all your target market. I'm saying exclusively in the beginning. That's what I would do. I would exclusively speak to network marketers and hit the key points of why we're different, and then get them on a Thursday Zoom. A few key points. We went over a lot of them tonight. You can prepare a quick little list of 30-second talking points without regurgitating and throwing up on everyone. Just some key points. Invite them to your Go20X website. Invite them to your Grab the Tab website. Invite them to a video on YouTube that you find that you are attracted to, right? What got you involved, right? Why did you say yes to the business? Maybe don't presume it's going to be the same reason, but if they're in direct sales, if they're in network marketing to make money, which if you're in network marketing, you're in it to make money, you have a strong why, or at least you have a why. Use that to your advantage. So that's what I would do if I were going to start all over again from scratch. I would literally talk to network marketers, learn how to invite people to the tools, let the tools do the talking for me, plug them in. And then as I built confidence, I would start talking to my warm market. And the reason why I would do it that way, because a lot of people here I know have been in network marketing before. Right? You've been in other companies before. Malcolm read an email from someone who was in another company, and I'm presuming, but maybe they've been in another company or a couple other companies. If you have the passion for direct sales and network marketing and products, you've most likely been in multiple companies. So I don't know where my point was going with that. I kind of lost my train of thought, but anyway, that's what I would do if I was in the situation where I'd start all over again. I think it's probably one of the most streamlined ways for you to reach your goals is by learning how to invite, be the best inviter you possibly can without giving away the farm, meaning not telling everything about everyone, getting them plugged into a tool. As you've heard me say before, I know I'm talking fast, but when you introduce somebody to this company or to whatever company you feel passionate with, you're giving them their first training. So whatever you say, whatever you do, however you present Xcelerate or your company to someone else, that is their first training. They're going to remember what you did and they're going to try to repeat it. If you did something that's not duplicable, right? If they can't duplicate what you just did because you have knowledge and experience and time with a company, they're not going to be able to do it. They're going to get frustrated and they're going to leave. And so if you give somebody a path that's very easy to follow, meaning the way that you introduce this to someone else, anybody can do it no matter what the experience level is, you are going to see high retention because they're going to monkey see, monkey do. They're going to do exactly like you did. So if I introduce somebody, I'm at a gas station, hey, would you like to save? Would you like to go further for less? We've got a product, I represent a company that has a product that'll help you save money on fuel. Would you like some more information? Great. Maybe give them a tab, maybe I might put a tab or something like that in a little sample bag, airtight sample bag, and then give them an invitation to into our webinar. Maybe that might be something. You just give them a little peek of curiosity of what we do or what the product's all about. Do you like making money? Those types of introductions, and then introduce them to a tool. Let the tool do the talking. Let Malcolm give the presentation on Thursday. Let the video give the presentation on YouTube. Let the teaser give the video, the presentation or the interest peaking presentation on Go 20. Oh my goodness, yeah, Go 20x. So you guys, there's so many different ways to do it, but the simpler you can make it, the easier it is for people to say yes. When you make it complicated, I went over something today with someone who I asked them, give me the pitch. What do you tell people when you're introducing people? What is the message that you send on Facebook to people? And they literally sent, if you scroll, it would be multiple pages, right? It was like that long of everything that Xcelerate was, everything that it does, everything that, all the fairy dust and everything was all mixed into it. And I was just like, it looked like everything else that's out there, right? They made something so simple, made it look so complex and unrecognizable in their pitch because they were so used to giving a 30-second elevator pitch and trying to put everything they possibly can put into it to make it sound more attractive. It doesn't need to be more attractive. This is the most attractive opportunity that there is. It pays out more than any other company out there. You can make more money with this company than you can in any other company if you want to take calories for calories, energy for energy. You can make more money in this company than any other company. And the numbers aren't lying. People are buying the products without the compensation plan being an influence, meaning they're not buying the product in order to make money. They're buying the products to experience the product, to get the benefits of the product because they like the product. And that is a sustainable business that we all want to be a part of. So Malcolm, you want to?
Yeah, here's a great lesson how to control yourself, because I know you're passionate. And I want you to think about what turns you on. People are not like you. That's a great nugget I learned from Pete Dawkins. People are not like you. Don't expect them to be like you. You don't know what it is, what their hot button is, what turns them on. But then Tom Hopkins, all these names, these are people I've trained with, right? I pay attention. He taught me something. You ask all the right questions, you get all the right answers. So here's the nugget for tonight. How do you control yourself so you don't vomit, you don't spew all over them with everything that you're excited about? Ask one simple question. That's all you got to do to open the conversation. The minute, have you ever been to a party and somebody started talking? I know of, you go to a party and people start talking to you all about themselves. You go and you ask someone about them. And then you ask another question. You ask another question. And at the end of the night, you see your wife talking to somebody and you say to her, I really like that guy. He was a super nice guy. And you go, yeah, but he hardly ever said anything. He went, no, he just kept asking me questions. She got to talk all about herself. That's how you build a business here. Ask a question. So then most likely you're going to talk to a network marketer. They're most likely already in a company. So ask them the question, what's the product your company has that you like? They'll talk about, I'm in a healthy coffee. Oh, that's great. What's it do for you? They'll tell you. Good. We have healthy coffee for less. You interested? Just ask a question. Ask them like I'm doing it. You don't be afraid or ashamed you're in this business to make money. That's the first key. You go to a job you hate every day to make money. Don't be ashamed you're in this to make money. So ask them. I know this might be a little touchy, but are you making the kind of money you thought you would make with the company you're with? And then they go, if they're honest, they'll usually blurt something out that's, not really true. Ask another question. It's so easy to ask a question, not preemptive written out questions. Listen to what they say and just ask one more question. They will end up telling you everything that they want. And you agree? Yeah, we have that. And, right? Not and, but, never but. Yes, and. Here's two powerful words. Yes, agree, and, not yes, but. The minute you say yes, but severs the whole conversation. Yes, and we have a better pay plan. Or don't have to say better. We have a pay plan that pays 80%. Yes, and we get paid on all of our products in reference to another company with the same model. Yes.
And most of the time, what you're going to find, and I mean, I know Malcolm has as well. I used to purchase leads, and I sat at my kitchen table when I first got started, and I literally would just pound the phone. It was all network marketers, or I'd go and I'd harvest phone numbers off of websites, right? People's replicated sites that are members of other companies and things like that. And I'd never expect to quote unquote close or get someone to join or buy product in the first conversation. A lot of the times, and you'll find this to be true, especially if you're reaching out to network marketers, many times it's going to be multiple conversations. And a lot of the decision making is not in what you say in those conversations. That's going to be to start the relationship. It's what you do on your own feed, right? People are going to watch you. Once you connect with people are going to watch. Is that true? Is that true that, that company is doing this? Is it true that he's doing this? Is it true that, because they're going to watch what you do next. And so it's a matter of following up. And I didn't mean to cut off your flow, Malcolm, but it's a matter of introducing people effectively, as Malcolm's talking about, with keywords and not trying, and that's a little bit higher level skill set as far as sales. But it's creating that, it's taking the fear out of your ability to reach out to people, right? That's mostly, like Malcolm was talking about, it's mostly people feel embarrassed that they're in network marketing because maybe you've been in it for so long and people have given you all kinds of objections. You're in the NFL, no friends left club, where you've talked to all your family and friends about the latest and greatest thing over the course of decades. And now they don't listen to anything you have to say. Trust me, I've been in that boat several times. But the key is to create that relationship and then follow up slowly, and to be persistent and consistent on your own social media feeds. So if that is what you're doing as far as marketing on social media, Instagram, TikTok, whatever the modes are, the methods, you want to be consistent, not always pitching your product in your business every day, but at least 2 or 3 times a week, you might throw in something like Malcolm's talking about, the Lose It product. Malcolm, okay, so if Malcolm was a distributor, he's got the perfect in to just let people know, hey, my kids called me fat. I'm going, I just bought this Lose It product. I started going to the gym. It's 5 weeks today, was today. I'm taking pictures and video, and it's embarrassing as hell since how out of shape I am, but it is a good introduction into your product and your opportunity, right? Imagine him Malcolm taking a picture of himself now, and then he has, hey, look, I'm taking this product. I don't know what's going to do yet, but if you're interested in taking the journey with me, let's do this together. Right? I mean, this is a perfect introduction to just that one particular product. And when they see other products and they see a business opportunity attached to it, I know I'm giving you all these scenarios and kind of rambling with this, but guys, there's so many different ways. And I think this last couple of weeks, I might be more, digging into some of the emails that that members are sending, and maybe I'm just more sensitive to it, but people are asking for help. I've introduced 100 people to the business, and I've only sponsored 2 people, or I've not been able to get anyone to even look at the video or anyone to go to the Thursday night. A lot of this is the basics. It starts with your posture, the way that you invite. All of those things need to be looked at in order to see what is wrong, because it's not the company, it's not the opportunity, it's not the products, it's not the compensation plan. It's none of those things, because if it was, then you wouldn't see all of these people rank advancing, brand new people with zero experience that don't even speak English hardly, right? And all of us stuff, we're so far behind as a company. We don't have things in Spanish and French like we should. We're working on it, but we're really slow to the gate when it comes to that. But people that only speak Spanish or pretty close to it are sponsoring people in the United States that don't speak Spanish. Okay, tell me you can't do this. Tell me you can't talk to a neighbor.
There's only one way they did that. They invited them, and then they shared a tool.
Exactly. They shared it.
And they shared a tool. It wasn't them trying to. The minute you try to say something yourself, you got to open the conversation. The easiest way to open conversation is a question. If you ask a question to somebody, that person instantly feels like they're invited and you care about them. So you ask a question, and the minute they answer, share a tool. That's it. That was the end of your conversation. It's just one question, they answer. Great. Yes, and I can do that for you. Yes, and we can do that for you. Go here, watch this. Or I just sent you the link. Watch this. I'm going to follow up. And Danny, that's exactly what you're doing there with all those Puerto Rican. I've called these people down there in Puerto Rico. Most of them don't speak English. And and I'm asking, okay, there's a gal in New Jersey that just came on board. I sent them a clip. That's all it is. You send them the clip, send them to a page, send them to the Facebook group. And what Dan said, I've had a couple of leaders. Now, wait, one thing, when we're talking to network marketers, you never build your business up by tearing their business down. Don't ever, ever, ever do that. I've never done it. And there's so many people that do that. You're building the tallest building. Other people get a building, tear all the buildings down around them till theirs is tallest. You congratulate them on what they're doing, on how good their success is. It's usually not successful. Yes, and we could do that for you. We have this here, and have them join on the merits of what we have, not on what's wrong with them. They'll tell you what's wrong. If you ask the questions, they'll tell you they're not making enough money. There's nobody buying the product, or their whole sales are gone down because the products are too expensive. You don't have to tell them your products are too expensive. They're in a business. They're paying $100 a month for one product. When they mention that, you can say, yes, and we have just as good, if not better product. And you know what? It's only $21 for us. So it's only $14 for us. You want to see sending you a link, and you just solve their problem for them. That's what you're doing. Solving problems.
And guys, here's the reality. People do not follow products. People do not follow compensation plans. People do not join companies. They join people, right? They join people. So it matters what you do, how consistent you are, how consistent the people that you introduce those prospects to are. Do they see posts every once in a while? Are you consistent, or are you bouncing around to 30 different companies? Oh, the next merchant card with the Z-Bucks, and then the next, this freaking thing over here. And I'm not trying to knock those things, but guys, all shiny objects here today, gone tomorrow. Where if they see that you're consistent when maybe you haven't been consistent. I've had this happen to me. I've had people come to me and say, Dan, man, you've been with this thing for 4 years now. This, that's impressive. Let me take a look at what you're doing. Hey, you've been doing this for 6 months straight. I just saw that picture of this that you were going here. Let me take a look at that business, when they may have said no before because they wanted to test you to see if this is just going to be another one of those things that you did, or if this is going to be something that they can really plant roots, lock arms, roll up sleeves together, and build something that's going to solve their problems. Most of the time, what happens, you're jumping from company to company to company to company, opportunity to opportunity to solve your problem, right? But you leave everyone else in the dust. I've been guilty of it myself over the course of years, where I find something that is better for my family and me, and not thinking necessarily about the whole of the team. And so what people need to see is consistency. People will follow you before they're going to follow a product, whether they're going to follow a compensation plan or a company. If they see that you're persistent and consistent, they're going to follow you or ask questions eventually. Right? They're going to find out, like Malcolm said, they're going to find out that their products are too high. They're going to find out that whatever they have is not for them. They're going to find out they don't like the company culture. They don't like the team that they're on. They don't like the lack of this, the too much of that. They're going to find out that they don't fit eventually in something. And when they do, they're going to see your posts. They're going to see your consistency. They're going to see your fortitude. They're going to see your ability to communicate because you're following up with them, not saying, hey, you ready to join yet? Hey, you ready to join yet? I heard their sales are down 50% this month. Not that type of thing, but just nurturing, saying, hey, just want to let you know, no pressure. We've got another Thursday call, Zoom call. They're talking about this. We're going to have a Tuesday call. This gentleman in Puerto Rico is going to be the guest. We'd love to have you look at it. Hey, we introduced a new product. It's Ruby Rush, just started shipping yesterday. I heard you talking something about your gout or whatever. All different ways. And again, I'm rambling here. I'm excited. I'm passionate about you guys, as you guys are, about the way things are going and the potential that we have here over the course of the summer. As Malcolm said, the summers are not slow. I said they were slow. The summers are what you make them. Right? Exactly. Malcolm is 100% right. Traditionally in the industry, we keep saying, oh, it's really slow June, July, and August. It's most of the times because we make it slow. We're doing other things. We're keeping our business a secret. We're not taking these opportunities, as Malcolm clearly, presented, where we're canoeing, we're out in the beach. I've got this week, we're going down to Key West. I mean, all these opportunities all along, our paths to introduce people to our business without making it into a uncomfortable situation where you can work it into your, hey, what do you do for work? Hey, what do you do? Well, I'm a mechanic, and I also have a home-based business where I help people save money on products that they're probably already purchasing already. Great one-liner to get somebody, oh, I'd like some more information about it or something like that. Anyway, so many different ways to market. The key is you have to do it. You don't have to be perfect. I'm following a guy on TikTok because I'm going to the gym. I'm trying to get, back in shape again. I'm following a guy on TikTok, and he had a TikTok today talking about the junk days at the gym, right? A junk day at the gym is having 10% energy, but you still go, and you're probably not going to be that productive, but you're going to get something in. And that's the same with marketing. You're going to have junk days at marketing. You're going to have junk weeks. You're going to have junk months where just life got in the way, but you're going to do something, right? Instead of 5 people you introduced to the Thursday call, you introduced 1, right? But you did something, because those junk days at the gym add up. Those junk days in marketing, they add up to eventually you're going to find that one person that says yes. Mark J is perfect about the deck of cards. There's 4 aces in every card. You might have to go in every deck. You might have to go through some 2s and some 6s and a lot of no's, right? But eventually you're going to get those people that say, yeah, I'm interested in doing what you're doing. Hey, I love that picture of you over in Daytona. I love that you went canoeing with your family. How did you do that on a Wednesday? Right? Well, because I supplement my income. I don't have to work as much. I supplement my income with this company, Xcelerate. I can let you know, I can show you, what I'm doing when you have some time. So anyway, thanks everyone. Malcolm, I appreciate you so much. Appreciate everything you're doing. Malcolm is a perfect example. He's a great servant leader. Helps so many people out, although he's all the way in the Philippines, completely different time zone. It's early in the morning, late at night. He's doing 3 a.m. calls with the UK. He's having a situation, personal things that he's dealing with over on his end, and he's still being consistent and following up with people. And I tell you, there's not a better master distributor in the industry than Malcolm.
Speaking of the UK, we're going to start up our weekly. We were doing it. We're going back to it. I'll let you all know, but once a week, There'll be, which for, you know, you don't have to be there, but if you know network marketers, you invite them to the link, right? And once a week, we'll do a UK evening call for the UK, which would be when you guys are asleep. But you can invite somebody you may know in the UK to come to that call. If you built a relationship with them first, they will come and join you. They won't join the people on that call. But there's some great leaders and teams building over there at the moment. The key is being consistent, what Dan said. You can't be talking about Xcelerate and 2 days later, some post about a free car. That doesn't work. That doesn't work.
I mean, you guys, this is what I'm going to say this one thing and I'll shut up because I know I feel like I had 14 cups of coffee. I'm just so deliriously tired. Is that I lost my whole train of thought here. But anyway, jumping from company to company to company is not the way to be persistent or to attract new members. That is for sure, especially experience.
Staying the course. I'll give you an example. I have a good friend of mine. He's blown up, seriously blown up, but a long time ago, Iranian refugee from Iran, young kid. And, you know, out of a refugee camp in Germany, once they escaped Iran into the slums in New York, in LA, his dad managed a dollar store. He didn't manage, sorry. He was a cashier in a dollar store. He had nothing going for him. And he started in healthcare and he kept his nose down and worked hard, not in healthcare, sorry, in health, selling memberships, and he did good. He took that money and he joined with Morgan Stanley. And the day he got his S7 series as a broker for Morgan Stanley, guess what happened the next morning? The Twin Towers got nailed and fell down, and that was the that was the end. Everything shut right down. That was the end of all of it. So what did he do? He stayed the course and stayed the course. He realized there was a niche. And he got into insurance and he realized that everybody was in a certain demographic and they all said he was crazy. He stayed the course, stayed the course, stayed the course. He sold that company for just shy of $1 billion. Then he went and started a media company. And everybody said he was crazy. What are you doing, Patrick? You're crazy. And he stayed the course and he stayed the course and he stayed the course for 2 years. Nothing else. That's all he's doing. The other week when Tucker Carlson left, this young, he's still young, he's only 42. He had $100 million to offer Tucker Carlson, nearly enticed him to come over to a private podcast. Now, how did all that happen? Because he's stayed the course on what he was doing and knew that over time it would grow to that bigger deal if he stayed the course. So stay the course, be true to yourself, go out there and consistently every day, single daily action, SDA, and keep, I'm not going to say plug away, just keep doing a little bit. And what will happen over time, it grows and you never know who comes on board. The most unlikely guy that you and I both know, Dan, that was left as an orphan, who only does mail out cards, all of a sudden in the last week or two, there's a couple people that showed up through those that he had no idea, and those guys are about to crush this thing huge. You never know who it is. You don't know them, but you know someone that knows somebody that knows somebody, and bingo, the whole thing takes off.
Yeah, I think what we're going to end up doing, I mean, I feel inspired by, this conversation. I know we're going long here. Some of these emails that I've been reading with people asking for help. I think what we're going to do is we're going to do the first half of Tuesday's call. We'll do recognition and we'll do new announcements. And then after that, we'll do 30 minutes of training. And so we'll try to make it from 9 to 9:20, and then 30 or 40 minutes of training. More organizing tonight. We're all over the place, but you guys will pick up these little pieces, these little nuggets of information. The people that we'll have on these trainings, they'll be giving you parts of their stories from all different backgrounds. And I think we'll, Malcolm and I will brainstorm and come up with topics that we can share that's going to help you build your business. So I think that's what we're going to do on Tuesday. Make sure if we do this, if we end up pulling the trigger on it, don't waste it. Get your team involved. Get everyone that is on your team right now that are affiliates. Get them on these calls, on these Tuesday calls, to do these trainings. it's the same people over and over on these calls. It's not going to help build your business as fast as it will if you get you and your team members on these calls. Do a thing what I called carpooling back in the day, where three-way calls were a big thing. But I used to three-way call people into the conference calls because I didn't have faith that they would show up, because they didn't show up to the last two that they said they were going to show up at. So I'd call them and we both call into the conference call. So, make sure you get people so you are with them, maybe FaceTime on Facebook right before you get onto a Zoom, so you hold each other accountable. But let's get some members on these calls. We'll do a trainings. If you guys think that is a good idea, go to the private Facebook group and let us know that you're in for trainings. Just comment in the bottom. If you're not on the Facebook private group, make sure you are Xcelerate International group. Make sure you're on that. We send a lot of information through there, a lot of graphics, a lot of posts, a lot of things that you can cut and paste, swipe as we call it, and add it to your own page for marketing. But go to the Facebook group. Just let us know you're in for Tuesday trainings. It'll be, say, from 9 to 10 o'clock for the whole call, and then we'll start that next week. So thanks, everyone. Appreciate you.
Take the recording that we post of this call that you get in both Facebook groups, and then go share that with your whole team. Whether you knew they're on the call or not, share it so then they can share it. Yeah. Thanks, Dan, man. Fantastic call as usual.
Okay. Thanks, everyone. Appreciate you. And we will see you on Thursday calls, same time. Again, get your guests on this call. Thursday, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, same xizoom.com. Get your guests on there. You can get your teammates as well, but this is an opportunity call talking about the product, the company, the opportunity, the compensation plan, a little bit of each, giving people an overview enough to either have them say yes if they have information already, or maybe ask more questions. But it's important, get your people on these calls. This is what it is. This is the heavy lifting. This is what Malcolm does this. He does this for free. He does this as a favor to me and to Xcelerate and to you guys as a servant leader. He does these calls or these Zooms in order to do the presentation for you, so you don't have to do it. Utilize it, and you're going to see some great benefits in your group. So thanks, everyone. I'll stop talking now. Appreciate you, Malcolm. Appreciate everyone, and congratulations to everyone that advanced and top sponsors this week. Really excited about seeing how many of these same names are on next week's rank and leaderboard. So thanks, everyone. Have a good night.